Tonight, 2,800 lives were lost due to misinformation about COVID-19. Misinformation created hesitant behavior in Canadians when it came to vaccination. And the Peel District School Board becomes Canada's first board to adopt an anti-Islamophobia strategy. The decision is being called historic by advocates. Later in the show is an interview with Dr. Mohammed Lashimi, the president of the Toronto Metropolitan University, on his recognition as one of the top Torontonians.
I'm very honored to once again be recognized in the top 50 most influential Torontonians for the year.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is the Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. I am Saamiyah Syed. Before we go into the news stories, if you want to be a part of our special news coverage on the anniversary of the Quebec mosque shooting, share a short video message on how to stop Islamophobia. Record a video message below 30 seconds and share it on our Facebook page with hashtag Muslim News Canada and hashtag Stop Islamophobia Canada. We will share the best 3 messages on our platforms. 2,800 lives have been lost due to the misinformation about COVID-19 vaccines. The lack of credible information has also cost $300 million in hospital expenses over a period of 9 months. According to a report by the Council of Canadian Academies, misinformation led to hesitant behaviors from Canadians in regard to vaccinations. The report says that if Canadians had been promptly vaccinated, there would have been 200,000 fewer cases and 13,000 fewer hospitalizations. The authors of the report say that there are conservative estimates and do not account for wages lost or delayed elective surgeries. Ontario's Peel District School Board is the first school board in Canada to adopt an anti-Islamophobia strategy to dismantle racism and discrimination within its schools. The announcement comes after a review by Ontario's Ministry of Education found that resources and teaching material included anti-Black racism and Islamophobia. According to the report, the use of such material has affected the well-being of Muslim students. The National Council of Canadian Muslims has welcomed the decision. It says that the step is historic and made at the perfect time, just a few days before the 6th anniversary of the Quebec mosque shooting. An investigative team has found 66 more potential unmarked graves earlier this week at a former residential school in British Columbia. This brings the number to 159 found at the former St. Joseph's Mission residential school. 93 were uncovered in May 2021. Williams Lake First Nation Chief Willie Sellers says there are reports of children disappearing or dying on the mission grounds, with some bodies cast into rivers or incinerated. Sellers says the stories were, quote, intentionally obscured through cover-ups by governments, the church, and police. He is calling all Indigenous bands across Canada to come together and heal together as more bodies of children and stories of abuse and death are uncovered. A legal battle between India and Pakistan over water sharing begins today in The Hague. The Indian capital, New Delhi, is seeking modification to the Indus Water Treaties signed in 1960, while Islamabad accuses India of violating the treaty in the design of new dams that will dry up its irrigation land. An anonymous senior Pakistani official says that India's plan to construct an 850-megawatt hydropower project will reduce the water flow of the Chenab River by 40%. According to a senior Indian advisor, India has given notice to Pakistan that it wants modification to update the Indus Water Treaty to incorporate the lessons learned over the last 62 years. Now, the list of the top 50 most influential Torontonians was released recently. The list highlighted a few well-known names and celebrities, along with a Canadian Muslim who is among the few in top leadership at a Canadian university. Dr. Mohammed Lashimi is the president and vice chancellor at the Toronto Metropolitan University, or TMU. He was shortlisted as one of the top most influential Torontonians. Welcome to the show, Dr. Lashimi, and it's a pleasure having you on the show here today.
Thank you for having me.
You were recently recognized as being among the top most influential Torontonians. How was your reaction to the news?
It's truly an honor, and it's an honor that I share with the entire TMU community, and I'm very honored to once again be recognized in the top 50 most influential Torontonians for the year. And I would like also to thank Toronto Live Magazine for including me in the list.
I want to learn more about your journey. You made your way to top leadership. You started with teaching at TMU in 1998, and then you progressed as becoming the dean and then the vice president academic. So in many ways, you broke some glass ceilings that Muslims here try to break in the professional and academic world. How was that journey?
I would say it's a journey that is full of challenges, but with challenges you have opportunities. And then also very grateful to the TMU community that really giving me the opportunity to lead the institution, but also many opportunities to lead at different levels, as you mentioned, as Dean of the Faculty of Engineering and Architecture Science, Provost, and VP Academic, and for the last 6-7 years as President and Vice Chancellor of TMU.
Mm-hmm. So what were some of those challenges and how did you work to overcome them?
I mean, I think the most important thing is really to believe in yourself and believe in the community that is around you and the support, making sure that you have the right support in terms of mentorship, coaching, but also you give back to the youth and provide them with the type of support also to open the door for them to participate in really. We're talking about post-secondary education is really to open doors for future leaders and work with the rest of the community. And I'm very grateful to the support that I received for the many years here at TMU.
So how did you bring all of your experience, your challenges, and how you overcame that, all of that experience to your position now at TMU?
Of course, it's kind of a learning experience, a learning journey. You have to seize opportunities to learn. Life is it's a journey of learning, and you make sure that you interact with others, ask the right questions, work collaboratively with the rest of the community, because I can tell you, you cannot do things by yourself. The importance of developing partnership and collaboration with the rest of the community is extremely powerful tool that can give you the ability to navigate those challenges, but also think out of the box and push boundaries and seize opportunities really to contribute to a better university in our case, but also in general to a better society.
So how are you using that to create a kind of environment for whether it's your students, your staff, or faculty at TMU?
I mean, that's part of our responsibility is to pave that way for others to continue that contribution. Make sure you give your time, you mentor new leaders, give them opportunities, but also trust them, because a leader that does not have that ability to trust others will not be able to navigate all the challenges and provide opportunities for people to take risks, because without taking risks, we will not be able to learn. Even learning from failure is actually a good opportunity for us to learn and make sure that the institution continue the momentum, because nobody will stay in this position forever. Is really also to prepare the next generation of leaders.
Mm-hmm. And you've mentioned that something that's very important is the idea of mentorship and providing opportunities. Is that something that has helped you personally progress throughout your journey?
Absolutely. I could not do things by myself. From early age, I have always reached out to people who really provided advice and things that are important for me to really overcome those challenges, but also learn from expertise and experiences from others. And I would say the most important thing, and this is the advice I give it to all students here, make sure that you have mentor or mentors in your life.
Mm-hmm. Now, you helped TMU go through somewhat of a tumultuous time. There was the renaming last year of the university, and now there's a few more years left for your tenure. What kind of legacy or actions are you planning to implement in the next few years?
I mean, we have, of course, last year, we spent a lot of time engaging our community for the renaming of the institution, and we're very excited about the name that is really now a tool to unite us as a community. But also the renaming of the university was actually just one small piece of our commitment to the 22 recommendations that were put forward in 2021 by the Standing Strong Task Force. So we will continue working on the university's commitment to the implementation of all those recommendations. For the next couple of years, we are very excited about our new proposed School of Medicine that is slated to open in 2025. The new School of Medicine will be located in the city of Brampton, and we are aiming really to build a new School of Medicine that is grounded in equity, diversity, and inclusion, with an intentional focus on enhancing community-driven primary care through innovation and interprofessional collaborative practice. So I'm extremely excited about this opportunity.
That certainly sounds like quite a feat. I'm wondering, did you, all those years ago when you were a little boy in Algeria, did you think that one day you would be in this position and you could make such a difference and impact?
To tell you the truth, no. I did not plan this, but as I mentioned in this interview, with challenges, I had many challenges in my life. With challenges also you have opportunities, and you have to seize opportunities, but learn also from obstacles that you have in life. And I think that part of learning, even when you fail, learn from those failures and build something that is going to be solid. I did not plan to be president of a university, but when I had the opportunity, I seized that opportunity, and I'm very glad to the contribution that I'm making to this great university.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today, President Lashimi, and it was wonderful having you here, and all the best for all your future endeavors.
Thank you very much for having me. Have a good day.
You too. You were watching the Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. That's it from our Toronto studios tonight. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more Canadian Muslim content. Stay safe, and until next time.